What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, we're going to discuss the Dominion Day event, or the 6th anniversary event for Hero Wars Mobile. It is a fun event, and it is a good event, but let's get into it.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
So as you can see here, this is the event dashboard. We want to defeat the Archdemon to get event currency. Up in the top right-hand corner is the Archdemon tokens. These are what you need to actually fight the Archdemon. Of course, it takes 5 currency each. It will track damage dealt to boss today as far as the task rewards. We'll talk about those in just a second. We have a buff that rotates through every day. Today's buff is no buff, and as the week goes on, we will talk about the best teams for each day. The merchant is a new shop here that allows you to buy avatars that you might have missed, either for gold or for emeralds. I'm not a huge fan of this particularly, but I will say if there was a specific avatar that you missed, like these, I really like this one right here. This one's kind of cool. This purple with neon blue glowy. Or there was a peach avatar that I really liked, but I already own it, so I don't need to buy it again. If you missed any of those cool avatars, there's the spring avatars. There's also a couple of avatar frames. Then, you know, you could spend a little bit of resources. I wouldn't really recommend doing this unless you have plenty of gold and emeralds. And even then, it's not a very good use of your resources. Obviously, using them elsewhere is a better situation. Now, my first question with this event is why isn't the shop that you use the holiday coins in this dashboard somewhere? You actually have to back out and click on it over here on the right. See the holiday shop over here on the right. We'll talk about that in a second, but I'm not sure why that wasn't included somewhere in this dashboard. They've done that in the past, but I don't know why it's not here now. But if you do click on the rewards, it actually takes you to the task section of the game, the event tasks, and there are 2. I'm not going to go over all of them individually, but there are some things worth mentioning. First of all, holiday every day is just basically logging in to collect free emeralds and also to buy stuff for more avatar frames. Again, you know, if you need to buy stuff, go right ahead. I would recommend you buying emeralds during a ×4 emerald sale, so just be mindful of that. But making 2 purchases counts for any purchase. Buying Valkyrie's Favor, buying a skin, buying any of the bundles, that all counts. If you buy something with real money, that counts towards this task. Now, the Dominion Day task is the main task that rewards you the main event currency, and there are 3 types of rewards in this event. You have the surprise presents, which we'll talk about in just a second. You have the holiday coins, and then for logging in, you have more of the Archdemon tokens. Now, something to keep in mind is the Archdemon tokens do replenish slowly over time. If there is a cap, be mindful of that. Try not to cap your tokens, and you'll not waste any fights against the Archdemon. For the most part, these are all pretty straightforward tasks. You have the spend energy task, which does reset when you complete it all the way through. This quest can be completed again after a complete walkthrough. The same thing can be said for the Outland treasures, open chests in Outland. If you open 100 Outland chests, this will reset back to the 1. The Tireless Warrior resets every single day, and it's damage dealt to boss today, whilst Crippling Blow is most damage dealt this battle. And this resets every single day. So I'm thinking that this is only going to take your highest score on a given day. It is worth mentioning that the Heartful Feast is the buy VIP task. This does reset every day as well. So now we know the main gameplay loop. You do the tasks to get the currency, use the currency to buy the stuff. You get the Archdemon tokens to fight the Archdemon. You are rewarded currency to buy the stuff. What are the best buys for the currency? Well, if we take a look at the shop here, we have the emerald conversion rate, which does break down nice and easy for us to figure out exactly what we have to do as far as, you know, where to spend our currency. You have this right here, which a lot of people are going to have questions about. Why would you convert this back and forth? It's to train more. It's to try on difficult bosses. It's to, you spend 400 to get the 5 tokens, and then you spend the 5 tokens on the Archdemon, and then you get the rewarded the currency, and then you spend the currency to buy more tokens. It's if you're not interested in actually getting rewards, but actually fighting and playing the event. Not a lot of people are going to be utilizing this purchase, but it is there if you want to really try. Of course, you can buy Anvari Soul Stones. We have the surprise present. If you click on the eye up in the top left-hand corner up here, you should be able to get access to the drop rates of the items in the surprise present. It looks like the grand prize is a skin shop certificate, so you can buy a skin that's available to purchase with skin stones or a skin shop certificate. This is obviously going to be the dump at the end. All of your extra currency at the end of this event will transfer into that. Now, you have all of these other items that you can buy, and these are items that you would use to level up the hero Anvari, because the new Anvari, Marcus, and Tristan Stellar skins are available in this event, including the Stellar Skin Plus, which we'll talk about in just a second. Generally speaking, the skin stones are going to be a good value as always, but any of the items that you want to purchase in here to save time is going to be not a bad choice. I think the Unity of Extremes, the Sphere of Power is a good option. And I think the Alucard's Amulet, Alchemist Set, Lamort's Map, and Lycanthrope Fangs, I think all of those are okay buys. There's definitely going to be some that are better and worse, depending on your individual situation. I would recommend you checking out an individual item and see how you can stack farming particular items. But I would say if you're, leveling some physical heroes, then buying Lycanthrope Fangs is going to be an absolutely fantastic idea. If you're building mage type heroes, then buying Lamort's Map's going to be a great idea also. Although I'm fully aware that there's going to be some more efficient things to do. Those are going to save you a lot of time because you're going to need a ton of those in your Hero Wars career. Now, here's one of the biggest reasons why we have this event, and these are the 3 new stellar skins. Of course, you have it for Tristan, which is armor penetration, which is fantastic in my opinion. You have Marcus getting magic attack. Magic attack for a healer is always nice, though some people like to use him as a tank, so some survivability would have been nice as well. And then finally, Anvari getting armor. I think that armor is a good skin to have. I understand that maybe it's not the best skin for Anvari, but some people like to use him as a tank, so having more armor doesn't hurt. It does bring his armor up to like 33,000 if you get the max super skin for this event. And while that is good tanking certain physical teams, he doesn't really struggle right now against tanking most physical teams. And I think that most people are under the consensus that armor penetration or physical attack would have been better, but it is actually a absolutely beautiful skin. Now, the thing to be mindful of are these skins are only available during this limited time event. You can see this available during a special event. You can't unlock them using skin stones or a skin certificate for another 6 months or so. Eventually you'll be able to, but not right now. So you buy the skin for $19.99 USD, you get the strength skin stones as well as some VIP, and this does count towards the make purchases and buy VIP tasks that are active right now. And then in a fantastic departure from previous super skins, all you need to do is save up 85,000 event currency and you get access to the fully leveled Stellar Skin Plus. Bonus armor pushes his total armor, like I said, something to like 33,000 plus armor at max. And I think it looks great. The animations look great. I'm actually might going after this. The previous super skins had cost something like $140, $150, and it was a requirement to spend that much. You still have to spend $20 to buy the skin, and you still do need to work on it. But if you're a free-to-play player, outside of buying the skin, if you're a free-to-play player, you do actually have a chance to get this super skin, and hopefully they adopt this method in the future and not force us to basically spend $170, $150-ish dollars for every super skin. And there will be super skins for every skin set from now on, so please be mindful of that. Now, jumping into the Archdemon fight, it does max out every hero that you have summoned, including heroes that you don't have summoned. You see Cleaver here? I don't have Cleaver on this account. So every hero is available for this fight. Now, the best team that I've seen being passed around so far is this team right here. I'm not really sure who came up with this team because the screenshot's been passed around to Discord and Facebook pages so many times. And there we go. Seems like a pretty strong team. 29 million damage in one single attack. Little text issue here. Everything's still in Russian. And as you can see, I filled out the damage dealt to boss today. Let's take a look at that. Go ahead and complete these to gain some of the currency. And if we take a look at Crippling Blow, and this will reset tomorrow. If we take a look at Crippling Blow, it looks like that I did do, so let's complete this and go ahead and take our free currency. The Archdemon's Invasion or Dominion Day is actually a pretty solid event. You're going to be able to buy items, get new skins if you're going to be able to get the new Stellar skin for relatively inexpensive. And it's actually a pretty fun event. It doesn't take a ton of fights like some of the Brawl fights do to get all of the rewards in a given day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.